Do you want more? More time, more balance, more love, more sex, more money, more real, and less bullshit? This is the Women Wanting More podcast with Dr. Karen Osborne. Real life, real stories, plus real tips to get you more of what you want.
Oh, sister, you do not need any more information. Do not need any more information. So right now, I'm involved in a group coaching program, and this is a big ass group. I do group coaching. It is not several hundred people, but it's been good so far. But there's a lot of it's a lot of self-study, and then Facebook Live trainings, and the content. It's with Russell Brunson, which if you don't know who he is, just Google him, Russell Brunson, and ClickFunnels. Russell creates content like a motherfucker. I don't know if people can keep up and watch all of his stuff. I mean, I can't, I don't even want to. I love who he is and what he does, and he's brilliant, but I just cannot, can't watch all this shit. I got children, I have a husband, I need to do business, I need to care for myself. And although all that stuff is amazing, what I've actually found for me, because I'm such, I like to execute on things, right? And so I'm going to give you two examples, okay? I'll give you one that's kind of relevant to this course I'm taking right now, and then one that happened with me in the pool yesterday. And that happens with me in the pool every single week when I've been taking swim lessons, working with a coach for the last, it's been around 4 months, I want to say, about 4, maybe 5 months, but there's some breaks in there with holiday time and Christmas holidays and spring break, the school's closed, and so I've probably had, I want to say, a dozen-ish lessons. Yeah, probably about 12-ish or so. And so when they will be telling me stuff, so my swim coach would be like, okay, so there's these things. My biggest intention, my biggest thing with taking swim lessons is I've just been a hack swimmer. I never took a formal lesson outside of maybe when I was 5 years old and they teach you how to tread water. At least that was the swim lessons when I was a kid. And so I'm I just really want to learn how to swim well. I want to stand up paddleboard. We live across the street from the beach. My boys are taking swim lessons. They've kind of really inspired me. I'm it is a useful skill to learn how to swim and learn how to swim well, not just because I was always I could save my life if I needed to. I can stay afloat, I can swim, but nothing really learning proper technique. And so my whole thing is I want to become masterful at front crawl. That's it, front crawl. They're well, there are the strokes. I'm nope. Not yet, but that's what I really want to do. And I know there's so many components to it. And so as we've been breaking those down and seeing where, I still need help with, and or it's oh, now my kick, I thought I had my kick. Now that's fucking off. Okay, let's go back and figure this out. And so what I've actually found, and the way that I know I work well, which is why I know this about myself in this online course, and the effect it's kind of, the good and the not so good effect it's having on me is I need to just see something. I need to learn just a little bit, and then I need to execute. I need to put it into action. That's how I learn best. And I'm going to actually have you consider that's most likely how you learn best. You just think that you need more information. So what I've noticed for myself is that if the swim coach I've had I'm on a second swim coach because the first one, she's no longer working there. And so I have a new one. Her name is Caitlin, and she's great. And she's been away, so I had a sub last week. Her name was Rebecca, is Rebecca. She's not dead, is Rebecca. So I'll have them say, okay, we're going to work on this. And then I'll usually ask them if they don't, I say, can you show it to me? Because I need to see it. I also know that about myself. I need to be able to see something. And they'll show me, and they'll go, okay, cool. And then I often can put it into my body. I don't need to know all the minutia. And there's times I'll stop and I'll want to talk about it. And I'll just say, you know what? I'm just going to shut up. I'm just going to go, because I know that when I actually and I take action, so I've got as much information as I need, and then I go, right? And then by actually doing, by taking action, sister, is how I learn. Because then it'll be okay, well, you're kicking from your knees again. You're not kicking from your hip. And I'm oh, I felt that, right? Same thing when I train with my coach, Rob, boxing. I'm actually just going to meet Rob, and we're going to start training shortly. It's he'll be you dropped your left. And I'm oh, I know, I felt it. So I'm aware of those things now, and I'm aware of it because we don't talk a whole lot. we'll say like, we're going to be doing this combination. We're going to be doing this. Okay, cool. We're doing freestyle. Okay, cool. And I want you to focus on this. Got it. He'll often show me it first. He'll sometimes say it, because when you're doing a lot of combinations, working with my coach with pads. So if you know anything about boxing or fighting, is you imagine someone's holding up, like you've seen when like boxing, if you've seen a movie, right, with anything with boxing, so they're hitting pads, and so their coach is holding up like a pad in each hand, and they're asking for certain combinations, or they're going to throw things at you or whatever, right? And so Rob will say what we're going to do. He's going to show it. He'll just show it by like in the air, like shadow box it. And then, or maybe he'll have me hold up my gloves, and he'll just hit my gloves and show me what that combination is. And then I'll do it. If we talk about it too much, or if I think about it, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I need to be in the moment. I need to actually do it. And then we can add on a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. Now, if Rob said to me from the beginning, okay, so when you throw a jab, you want to really extend and reach. You want to like kind of almost like your right shoulder comes back. You want to like snap it. When you hit that bag, you don't want to like push into it and slowly kind of like it's like a marshmallow, right? You want to like snap that punch. You want to breathe out as you're doing that. Like you want to also keep your core tight. You want to like flex your abs. It should be flexed most of the time anyways when you're fighting and training, but like they're even more so when you're throwing a punch. You want to think about like what are the different angles. You want to have to put your chin in. Like, to see if I went on and on and on into all the minutiae and the details that's needed to throw a proper jab, you would be like, oh my God, I'm in information overload. So what do? We start with just the basic, just one thing. Your left foot's going to hit your left foot. Your left fist is going to hit that bag. Okay, cool. And then we added on to that. What are most of you doing? Oh no, I have to know everything about it and then I'll actually do something. No, you're fucking yourself. You're fucking it all up by doing that. And what you're really saying is, I don't really know if I know everything yet. I just need to know information because I'm scared. I don't want to look stupid. I don't want to appear silly. See, that was me for shadow boxing. Like, I was like, oh, God, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I still feel like over a year and a half of training, like I shadow box. I'm like, I'm better shadow boxing, but it still feels goofy to me. But you know what? I fucking do it anyways. I don't need to know more about shadow boxing. Now my coach is going to he'll watch me and he'll give little tweaks and feedback and I'll incorporate in. That's different, right? But I don't sit there and go, I got to watch a bunch of videos on shadow boxing. Let me read about it. Let me ask more questions about it. No, I fucking do it. And I learn that way, and I learn fastest that way. I'm aware of that about me, and I have a pretty good fucking feeling that is actually the way for most people. The difference, because I'm no different from you, sister. The difference is I'm aware of that. The difference is I'm willing to look silly and stupid and feel like I don't know shit. You are not right now. And that's stopping you from everything you fucking want in your life. Your unwillingness to put yourself out there to say, I'm just going to suck for a little bit because that's how it goes. Your fear of what you think people will say or think about you and how you appear is holding you back from everything you want in your life, fucking everything. Because think about this. If you're like, well, I had this business idea and I really execute, but I don't really know, and it's not really time yet, right? Or you know what, like, I just really want to be honest with my husband about something. I really want to share with him this, like what's really important to me and how I feel loved, and I love him. I want our marriage is like, it's okay, or it's not good, or it's just good, but I want it to be amazing. And I know if we had this conversation, but I'd like, what if he rejects me? And maybe I should just like, listen to another podcast here of Karen's, or like read this book on marriage, and then I'll kind of see. I really want to get this body and become strong. And one day when the kids are older, and I'm just gonna watch some more shit and read about it and watch motivational videos, and that'll get me pumped up to actually go and train my body the way I want to really create it as this like powerful machine. Your unwillingness to execute and think that you need to have more information is holding you back from everything in your life right now. Truth, sister. Truth. Everything. So in this group coaching program that I'm in, where there is module after module after module and video, and then you're working through stuff. And I mean, at least the way they've set up, it's actually cool, where I'll be like, okay, you're watching a video, and then you may be reading a book or a bit from one of Russell's one books, either .com Secrets or Expert Secrets, and then you're doing something. So the way that they put it together is good. Like, this style works well for me, but yet there's still a lot of study before execution. So to me, doing like an exercise isn't some execution. Now, you know, they've got a wide range. They've got people who are making like 10 figures, 8 figures, 10 figures, that'd be crazy. 10 figures, so tens of millions of dollars in a business, to people who are complete newbies and don't have a business at all yet. And so, you know, they're having to, it's gonna be different for different people, kind of depending on where they are. Mindset, skill set, like where their business is, or is it something that's brand new? Are these brand new concepts, or is this something you've been working on for a while? Like, it's, you know, they have to kind of scale it to be of value to everybody. But yet for me to be like executing is doing like an exercise or like figure this thing out. I mean, it is. It's still execution, right? And it's still great stuff. Like, huge value in this. Huge. But for me, I'm like, I want to put it in my business. Like, tell me exactly how I can now. I'm going to put this in my business. Like, that's execution to me. That's taking action. I'm like, let's test this. Let's roll with this. Let's go, right? Not let me learn some more about it. Like, oh, what I'm finding about this is just like, it's too much at times. It's too much at times. And so I know one of the people that I have that does business for me, does some work for me within my business. We're supposed to have meetings today, and I'm just like, dude, I gotta have some space to create. I've also had a lot of stuff where I haven't been able to work as much on my business because of the commitments that my husband has had, and I've a lot more time that I'm with my kids, which is fine. It's just what it is right now. And taking care of my kids, and he's been away in evenings and all sorts of crazy stuff over the last probably 3 months, lots of that. And so he's like, let's have a meeting and talk about it. I'm like, no, dude, I'm going to train. Then I need to then I only have like about 2 hours after that, 2.5 hours or so, maybe 3, including like shower time and eating and stuff like that, to actually fucking like do work. Like, no, I need to execute, right? I need to execute. I don't need to talk about it anymore. I just simply need to take action and do shit. And so I'm going to have you really consider that today, is that, you know, this is speaking to you, sister, but just know it's a lot of your sisters that are around the world, a lot of men as well, too, that think that they need more information. And the bottom line is that you don't. So here's your more tip for today. Like, where are you saying this right now? It could be something about your body where you're like, well, I'm going to check into this and check into this, and then I'll see. And it's like, no, fucking choose a gym and go. Get out and walk outside. Like, I don't know, play with your kids. Like, just do something. Move your damn ass body. Like, you got to begin, right? So is it with your health and how you want to train and you know, create more energy and strength in your physical body? Is it something with your marriage where you were thinking that you need to have more information before you do anything? Is it something that's coming up for you with business? Is it like, where is it for you within your life where you think you need to have more information before you do anything? And here's the second piece, and I want you to journal this all down. So first, determine what area of your life that's in. And the second piece is this: what is it costing you to not execute and to hold back? Like, seriously, what is it costing you? Go there. Go there. When I ask this question to women that apply to coach with me, the answer back that I get sometimes is, ooh, I don't want to think about it. And I go, well, we're going to think about it right now. Because if you don't understand what this is robbing you, here's 2 pieces of this. What is it costing you? And by that, yes, I mean, what is it financially costing you? What is it physically costing you? What is it mentally, emotionally, spiritually costing you? And then here's the other piece of this. What is it costing others? See, if you don't show up within your body for your health, like, how is it affecting your marriage? How's it affecting your kids? If you don't show up in your marriage, how is it affecting your husband? How is it affecting your kids right now? What is it costing you? And see what insights really come up from this, sister. So, a couple things I want to end you with on the podcast today. Number 1, you need to subscribe to the One to More newsletter, so I can teach you how to start your day in power with the More for Action Guide, which is a PDF, downloadable PDF, and a video training. In addition, I'm going to send you 2 videos that were exclusively inside a private Facebook group called The Experience, which is on how to drop your stories and create new ones, and really to remember who you are. See, knowing what you want is amazing. Knowing why it matters is great. Commitment, yes. But if you don't remember and know who you fucking are, then none of this. This is the foundation. So these videos were fire. And I actually took them out of the group. The women are only able to see it for a day or 2. And then I took it and I went, these were really good. I'm going to use them somewhere else. So I'm giving them now to use a gift. So lucky you. So to be able to get all of that and get your VIP access to everything Women Want to More being on the list, I want you to head over to drkarenosburn.com/action guide. So in your show notes or on your phone, by the way, you can click on the little I if you're on an iPhone. If you're on another phone, I have no idea. But on an iPhone, click that I. That'll bring up your show notes. You can just click on the link and subscribe to the newsletter from there. So drkarenosburn.com/action guide. Number 2, I want you to join the sisterhood. Listen, it's time to you want to talk about execution? You don't need to listen anymore to my podcasts. Listen to the podcasts. But if you think you need to get more information before you do anything, here is your huge opportunity. No, I need to learn more and see. Join the sisterhood. It's a way for you to be around women who are like you. You do not have to do this alone. It is virtually impossible to do this work alone. You must be around other women who are like you if you want to get more within your marriage, within your body, as a parent, within your business, spiritually. You need to be around other women who are like you that want these things. And to be able to learn the tools which you learn inside the sisterhood, this very, very unique group coaching program. So head over to drkarenosburn.com/sisterhood, drkarenosburn.com/sisterhood. And you can actually try out the sisterhood for 7 days for just $1. And after that, it is a whopping $47 a month. Fucking steal. Don't tell me you don't have that. That's $1.50 a day. See, when you don't tell me you don't have the money, I know it's a lie. What you're really saying is either 2 things. Either I have not been able to connect with you about why this is important for you. It could just be, it just doesn't matter to you. Or the third, which is a lot of you, using money as an excuse, and it's fucking bullshit. And quite honestly, there's times I'm so tired of it, I just feel like shutting it all down. Yeah, this podcast is not ending on a happy note, is it? Because you need to hear this truth. I know not all of you will execute. I understand and I accept that and I acknowledge that. But there's so many of you that really, really want this. So don't fucking tell me, show me, sign up for the sisterhood, register. It's a fucking $1. You were worth it, sister. Stop making bullshit excuses. The only way you're going to get this is by accepting help and being around women who are like you that'll help to empower, inspire, and lift you up. And have that accountability. So it's at drkarenosburn.com/sisterhood. So I will talk the next episode, sister. Life of More is one step away from you doing the fucking work every single day. I love and appreciate you.
To get the show notes of each Women Wanting More episode, including the How to Get More tip, subscribe to the newsletter at drkarenosburn.com/newsletter.